Hey, what's up guys? This is Kay from Lunarlight Games and thanks for dropping back in. Hello and welcome to our channel. If you're new, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Help us keep growing our channel. Okay, it's been a while since we've done one of these progress checks, but here at the end, I'm going to go ahead and briefly run through everything that's happened so far over the season, and then we will complete the last and final objective. If you've been watching on our previous sessions, we had just completed the final requirement for the season, but we didn't quite do every single one of them. I think at last check we had like 2 left over, but I managed to take out 1 world boss on my time off because those things are a pain in the butt to spawn in. Mostly because they're RNG based and they spawn once every 3 hours. But I managed to get one on one of my play sessions off stream. Got that done, so all we're left is 1 final objective. Oh, what the heck is this? Leaderboard Legends is live from now until April 2nd. If you secure the absolute top spot of any ladder, you'll win a personalized autographed poster. Yeah, good luck with that. Oh, and I guess starting today they extended, well, Blizzard extended the length of Season 3, so it's no longer ending in April. The start of Season 4 has now been pushed back to May, mid-May. That's cool, no? Oh, and in addition to completing the season, we also got the Platinum for this game. Sadly, I don't have any clip of that. I don't know why the game didn't save one. But the Platinum is finally ours. We got the PS5 Platinum, but unfortunately we were unable to pick up the PS4 Platinum, mostly because of server-side shenanigans. There is a workaround if you're planning on carrying your progress from the PS5 version to the PS4 version. You have to unlink your Blizzard account or your Battle.net account. But I am going to shy away from doing that because, well, for one, you can only link your account maybe once a year or something like that. It's very silly. I don't know why there's a restriction for that, but there is one. Maybe I might do it later in Season 4. We'll play the PS4 version and get the Platinum. But for right now, let me go ahead and just do a quick recap of everything that's happened this entire season. This will be our final video on Season 3. So, yeah, we started out doing the Battle Pass without purchasing it. And funny enough, with the way that our build is set to, it's super easy once you get to the very end to just blast your way through all the Battle Pass ranks and tiers. So we went from 1 all the way to 90, completed it just like we did in Season 1. But this time we didn't get a free one. I waited until the very end to pick up the Premium Battle Pass. So that is fully completed. Yeah, all the way up until tier 90. This has been fully completed. And then I went back through and rechecked all of the requirements and completed every single one of them. So, I mean, these are not as hard as you might think. They're very grindy compared to, like, say, Season 1, where it was somewhat difficult to get everything done all at once. But yeah, Chapter 1, pretty easy. This is full of stuff that you would normally complete anyway. Chapter 2 starts to get a little bit more difficult, but it's nothing more that stuff that you haven't been done. Excuse me. It's nothing more than stuff that you haven't been doing throughout the usual gameplay anyway. And then on to Chapter 3, we suddenly gain 3 more objectives. Still, not too bad. You'll most likely be completing most of this stuff as you're playing the game naturally. It does not become difficult until perhaps Chapter 4, where you really need to be on the lookout for world bosses and Legion events. World bosses only spawn in maybe around 3 to 4 hours at a time. So if you miss out on one, then you pretty much have to wait until the next one spawns in like 3-4 hours later, real time. It is very annoying if you're looking to get this done quickly. You have to base your gameplay around the timer rather than your own free time. But once you've done one of these, it carries over naturally to a later chapter. So yeah, very grindy. A lot of this stuff is completable without any significant effort. And then once we complete Chapter 4, we head into the Slayer chapter. This one can be kind of difficult early on, especially if you're trying to defeat Helltide Commander solo. But as far as I understand it, well, this one's extremely grindy. You need to purchase or craft these seneschal caches. Once you get into the later vaults and you start getting more and more materials, this is incredibly easy to complete. But in the course of that, you will also end up advancing your tuning stones or governing stones to rank 10 anyway. I've already maxed out every single one of mine except for the extremely rare ones. But yeah, these objectives aren't anything difficult. Grindy perhaps, but not difficult. And then, yeah, grinding out cinders takes a lot of time, especially considering you can only get around, maybe on a good note, 1,000 perhaps, so you're looking at like 6 possible sessions of just grinding out cinders. This one I ended up skipping, defeat the beast in the ice. I skipped that until the very end and then went back and did that one. Same thing goes for the Lord Zir fight and the Echo of Malphas fight. Wait until the very end to complete those. And of course, Purifying Seas of Hatred will require you to go to the PvP zones and just grind out even more fighting. The Destroyer tier. As you can see, we've already completed every single one of these. We've already met the requirements to get the rewards. But this is our final objective. We just need to fight Uber Duriel one more time, and we already have the materials to summon him anyway. This one can be really grindy. You need materials upon materials, which will require you to work your way around various bosses and the Helltide events where you need to farm out materials as well. This one will take forever depending on your luck. But then improving your Paragon Glyphs of rank 15, naturally you'll do this anyway. You'll end up getting a whole bunch of ancestral unique items at the same time as well. Equip 4 different types of legendary tuning stones. If you're running your vaults and upgrading your tuning stones at the same time as your glyphs, you'll get this naturally. This is one of the main hurdles of the chapter. If you're unable to defeat Uber Lilith, well, I don't know what to tell you. You'll probably have to skip this one or practice. If you're running the Hammer of the Ancients, this requirement to defeat Uber Lilith is just luck-based. As long as you've learned the routes in which to run for the fight, I think you'll get it over time. You just need to get lucky on a few runs, or one run. That's all it takes. You'll have more than enough money to repair your equipment anyway. Defeat the Seething Abomination. We got that naturally while just running around. Yeah, we did have to become blood marked, which means we enabled PvP. But very few players actually run into the PvP zones, so if you're lucky, you'll get it spawned right on top of you, and then as long as you're running with a level 100 character, they go down in no time flat. Now, completing a tier 90 Nightmare Vault can be somewhat challenging. I only had like luck completing this a handful of times. I tried to run a tier 100 dungeon, only got that maybe once. But at that higher end of the difficulty range, it's just luck based. Sometimes you'll get a good roll and you'll complete it with no problem, and then other times you'll get a bad roll and die within a handful of revives. So this one can be anywhere from, oh, that's plain easy, to, yeah, not doable. Though with some practice and some cautious gameplay, you can naturally complete this. Opening 10 tortured gifts during a single Helltide. This one doesn't require you to open up the mysteries or the living steel chests. You just need to open up any regular tortured gift. So, like an armor one, which only costs like 75 cinders, just open up all of those, run from zone to zone, and just open them all up. It should be no problem. And yes, the RNG world boss events. You need a tracker. There's no way around this. If you don't have a tracker, then good luck trying to find all the world bosses. You might have to wait anywhere from 3 to 4 hours in between each spawn to get to the next one. Yeah, it's not a great thing. You likely will have to complete these early on in the season. Otherwise, if you wait until the last minute, like say there are only 3 or 4 days left in the season, you might not complete these. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our season journey. All we have to do is just complete another spawn of Uberduriel, take care of him, and we are completely finished with the rest of the season. And to top it all off, we are about a month and a half early. Well, a month and like 3 weeks early. Let's just say 2 months. We're 2 months early. And if you're completing the Battle Pass early on, my hint to you, if you're looking to maximize or make this most efficient, take the XP boost. There's nothing else better than that. Take the XP boost. Take the chance to receive additional tuning stones. And then maybe if you're running Whisper events, take that one as well. I don't really bother with the shrine effects. They never seem to spawn in that often. They're nice to have, not great specifically. And if you're looking to run Helltide events, upgrade this one. I mean, it's not going to be the end-all be-all, but it's nice to have an extra item to spawn in. Now, as far as our build is concerned, I mean, this isn't a perfect build yet. I haven't even completed all of the glyphs, but we were able to take out Lilith with no problem. If you're wondering what kind of build I'm using, I'm currently running Hammer of the Ancients Barbarian build. You can find the entire Paragon board listing over on maxroll.gg. Just look under the tier list builds and hit on the HotA Barbarian build. And as far as our items, you know, this season hasn't been too bad when it comes to item spawns. Because everything's been upgraded and the range of possible spawns has since been kind of shortened, it is fairly easy to get some max level items. I think the item power for this season caps out at 925, and you can naturally get a bunch of these 925 items just from running through high tier nightmare dungeons. So anywhere from around 80-ish, the 80-ish range, although I was running like 70-ish. So anywhere from like tier, like mid 60s, 70, all the way up until 80, you'll get 925s, and then once you reach into the 90 tier, 925 items spawn almost every single time. And then it's just a matter of mixing and matching which items you want. I just got lucky off of Duriel that I got the Tybalt's Will, and, well, this one has been spawning in since forever, even when we were in World Tier 3. But yeah, getting this Tybalt's Will was very good for us. And we also ended up getting a Banished Lord's Talisman. Wait, hang on. That's not the one that we ended up using. Lilith. This is the one. So yeah, got this unique that happened to be extremely good. This carried us through the fight with Lilith, and it kind of helped a little bit with Uber Duriel. Not that much though. This will weaken you by quite a bit. But even with the items I'm currently wearing right now, this is more than enough to have you handle basically all of the Uber bosses except for Lilith. This weapon, as you can see, is not perfect, but it did carry us through. I think I have like one perfect item here. Oh yeah, it's this one. This was a perfect rolled hammer here. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's got all the right stats and all the right categories. So got that thing. Just having these two uniques here was more than enough to have us steamroll everything in the game. It's absolutely ridiculous. And in addition, we rolled a whole bunch of movement speed buffs, so running through the vaults at this level only takes like 15 minutes or so. It's about as long as, say, a run through Greater Rift in Diablo 3. But yeah, running through those has allowed us to upgrade every single one of our governing stones as well as our tuning stones all the way to max. Once you get into the late stage of the season, these things will come to you quite naturally. I mean, there's no struggle at all, because look at this. Wait a minute. It's not what I'm looking for. Oh wait, never mind. I guess once you have completed every single tuning stone or governing stone, this menu changes and it will not allow you to roll those items any longer. Instead, after you max out everything, you get the Murmuring Cache. Allows you to use your Shattered Stones for more items, I suppose. But yeah, we are running all the perfect items, all the perfect stones that we need for our build. Except for these two. I never got these to spawn. They only have one rank and they're unique. But you need to fight Uber Malphus in order to get those to spawn in. Quite rare. Not needed if you're not lucky. Everything else, you can run these like I currently have, and you'll be more than enough to tackle every single thing in the game. Okay, so yeah, I don't think there's much more to explain. As you can see, we're already getting Nightmare sigils all the way up into the 99s, and it caps out at 100. I don't think we need to run any more of those, unless we just want to unless we just want to get lucky and just keep upgrading our glyphs. I mean, for the most part, we haven't reached the cap yet. The cap is set to 21, but even so, just having like one at 21 and these at 15 or higher, this has been more than enough for us to pound everything into the sand. But yeah, if you're interested in finding out what kind of Paragon board we were using, definitely check out the one over at maxroll.gg. Use a HotA Barbarian hammer build. And yeah, that's pretty much it for our season. Let's go ahead and roll through an Uber Duriel, and then that's going to cap out our entire season. I'm interested to seeing how well Season 4 will prove. I mean, Season 3 has been pretty good, I think, in terms of like playability. But then again, we are running the highest of the high tier. I guess someone's trying to trade for some stuff. But yeah, we're running arguably the best build in the game this season. Which is fine. I haven't run a Barbarian in this game yet. We've mostly been playing the Sorceress and what was it, the Rogue? I would not be surprised if this build got nerfed into the ground for the next season.
I'm low on fury.
I mean, it's just too good. I mean, sure, we don't get like a ton of AoE, but just off a single hit, everyone's dead. Same thing goes for Uber Duriel. In order to spawn Duriel, you need these 4 items. 2 eggs, 2 shards. But watch how quickly Duriel goes down. These here is just to activate our shout. Just quickly dash up and just pound him into the sand. We need to get our buffs in before we can kill him. Okay, look at that. Here we go. He should be down in just 1 or 2 more hits. I think that's about it.
I must wait.
And there we go. Got every single challenge completed. It doesn't help though. Aren't very good. Seriously, those are our rewards. We can now be called either terrible or genius. But yeah, that's every single thing in our stack completed. Now we don't have to worry about this season any longer, and I think that will be that. By the way, what kind of rewards did we get off of Duriel? I'm thinking just this. Nope. Nothing else is here. I don't really see anything that we need. Nope. Nothing good here. Okay. So with that, I think that's where our season journey will come to a close. After this, maybe sometime this week, we'll start up Season 30 on Diablo III. But it has been fun working our way through Season 3 here. I think it's better than Season 2, and definitely loads easier than Season 1. Season 1 was a complete nightmare. At least this time around we were able to complete it with like 2 months remaining, whereas the last time we went down to the very last minute for Season 1, and Season 2 we gave up by the time we reached the end of the story campaign. Alright. That is going to be that for now. But I hope you guys have enjoyed watching our complete run of this season. If you guys are currently on YouTube, please like the video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Let me know what you guys have thought of Season 3. Share this video out wherever you can, this playlist. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. If you have missed out on any of our previous play sessions throughout the entirety of Season 3, make sure to check out our playlist. Or if you're interested in seeing some of the other games that we play, any of the other seasons that we've been running through Diablo 4 or 3, check out our channel. If you're over on Twitter, follow us at twitter.com/LunarlightGames. Over there you'll find deals, discounts, as well as news stories about the gaming world, as well as the odd giveaway we run from time to time. Check out the pinned post for more information, or have a look at our hashtag LunarlightVault. If you'd like to support our channel financially, you can do so by dropping a donation over at paypal.me/LunarlightGames. The link will be posted down below in the description later, but if you guys don't have a tip for our tip jar, don't worry about it. You can support our channel in other ways by liking the videos, sharing them out, and subscribing to our channel. Follow us over at twitch.tv/LunarlightGames, and also hit the notification bell across all of our platforms to get updates as soon as they're made available, or to catch whenever we go live. That is going to be that for Season 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this series, and I hope to see you guys again in the next season. For now, take care, and we'll see you guys again in the next video.